Good evening. Today is Saturday, April 26, 2014. I hope you guys are having a good day. It's nice and pretty out there today. Hope you're getting to get out and enjoy it. I'm having a really bad day with my lungs today. I'm in a great deal of pain. My back is killing me. It hurts to breathe. But today we are going to get in. Oh, I'm sorry, that's why the video is so late today, guys. Took a lot to get it done today. But we are going to start today with leading up to Jesus' crucifixion. And tomorrow we will actually get into the crucifixion of Jesus. So this week they're having us read from the Holman Christian Standard Bible. So if you're following along in your King James Version Bible, that's why some of it might be a little different. But we're going to go to Luke 22:54 through 23:12. They seized him, led him away, and brought him into the high priest's house. Meanwhile, Peter was following at a distance. They lit a fire in the middle of the courtyard and sat down together, and Peter sat among them. When a servant saw him sitting in the firelight and looked closely at him, she said, "This man was with him too." But he denied it. "Woman, I don't know him." After a little while, someone else saw him and said, "You're one of them too." "Man, I am not," Peter said. About an hour later, another kept insisting, "This man was certainly with him, since he's also a Galilean." But Peter said, "Man, I don't know what you are talking about." Immediately, while he was still speaking, a rooster crowed. Then the Lord turned and looked at Peter. So Peter remembered the word of the Lord, how he had said to him, "Before the rooster crows today, you will deny me 3 times." And he went outside and wept bitterly. The men who were holding Jesus started mocking and beating him. After blindfolding him, they kept asking, "Prophesy, who hit you?" And they were saying many other blasphemous things against him. When daylight came, the elders of the people, both the chief priests and the scribes, convened and brought him before their Sanhedrin. They said, "If you are the Messiah, tell us." But he said to them, "If I do tell you, you will not believe. And if I ask you, you will not answer. But from now on, the Son of Man will be seated at the right hand of the power of God." They all asked, "Are you then the Son of God?" And he said to them, "You say that I am." "Why do you need any more testimony?" they said, "since we've heard it ourselves from his own mouth." Then their whole assembly rose up and brought him before Pilate. They began to accuse him, saying, "We found this man subverting our nation, opposing payment of taxes to Caesar, and saying that he himself is the Messiah, a king." So Pilate asked him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" He answered him, "You have said it." Pilate then told the chief priests and the crowds, "I find no grounds charging this man." But they kept insisting, "He stirs up the people, teaching throughout all Judea from Galilee, where he started, even to here." When Pilate heard this, he asked if the man was a Galilean. Finding that he was under Herod's jurisdiction, he sent him to Herod, who was also in Jerusalem during those days. Herod was very glad to see Jesus. For a long time he had wanted to see him, because he had heard about him and was hoping to see some miracle performed by him. So he kept asking him questions, but Jesus did not answer him. The chief priests and the scribes stood by, vehemently, I hope I said that right, accusing him. Then Herod with his soldiers treated him with contempt, mocked him, dressed him in a brilliant robe, and sent him back to Pilate. That very day Herod and Pilate became friends. Previously, they had been hostile toward each other. That's where we're going to stop today. That was Luke 22:54 through 23:12. Dottie's coughing, if you hear that in the background. Now we're going to go to Psalm 95. Come, let us shout joyfully to the Lord. Shout triumphantly to the rock of our salvation. Let us enter his presence with thanksgiving. Let us shout triumphantly to him in song. For the Lord is a great God, a great King above all gods. The depths of the earth are in his hand, and the mountain peaks are his. The sea is his, he made it. His hands formed the dry land. Come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker, for he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture, the sheep under his care. Today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts as a Meribah, as on that day at Massa in the wilderness where your fathers tested me. They tried me, though they had seen what I did. For 40 years I was disgusted with that generation. I said, they are a people whose hearts go astray. They do not know my ways. So I swore in my anger, they will not enter my rest. That was Psalm 95. Today we're also going to read Psalm 96. Excuse me, I just had a really, really sharp pain. So Psalm 96. Sing a new song to the Lord. Sing to the Lord all the earth. Sing to Yahweh. Praise his name. Proclaim his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory among the nations, his wonderful works among all peoples. For the Lord is great and is highly praised. He is feared above all gods. For all the gods of the peoples are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. Splendor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. Ascribe to the Lord, you families of the peoples. Ascribe to the Lord glory and strength. Ascribe to Yahweh the glory of his name. Bring an offering and enter his courts. Worship the Lord in the splendor of his holiness. Tremble before him, all the earth. Say among the nations, the Lord reigns. The world is firmly established, it cannot be shaken. He judges the peoples fairly. Let the heavens be glad and the earth rejoice. Let the sea and all that fills it resound. Let the fields and everything in them exult. Then all the trees of the forest will shout for joy before the Lord, and he is coming, for he is coming to judge the earth. He will judge the world with righteousness and the peoples with his faithfulness. That was Psalm 96. Last but not least for today, we're going to read Proverbs 14:5 and 6. An honest witness does not deceive, but a dishonest witness utters lies. A mocker seeks wisdom and doesn't find it, but knowledge comes easily to the perceptive. That was Proverbs 14:5 and 6. That was today's Bible reading. I hope it touched your guys' hearts. Not sure if I'll get to the stories today. I'll try, but if not, God willing, I'll see you tomorrow with another Bible reading and maybe some stories. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I love you guys. Let's bring those souls to Jesus. And God willing, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.